Hey everybody, this is a live reading. I am not going to be on camera. I'm just going to be reading some information that I found out about Beanie Babies. Um, I am very interested in finding out more about these Beanie Babies because I've had a tub full of them for many years and it just kind of sat in the closet and nobody really got into it or anything like that. So I'm just now opening it up and going through it and finding the time to really um, explore and see what's going on with the Beanie Baby world. And I doubt that I have anything that's of value yet or anything, but I would like to kind of know what I need to hold on to or look for. So I've been researching and I found some information that I want to share with y'all. And I'm just going to start reading what I have. So, some of this is by Dr. Lori, and some of it is just some other information that I've gathered. So, what I found out is that Beanie Babies are actually worth big bucks. Well, that's what Dr. Lori says. Well, they are worth big bucks as long as you know what you are collecting. The history of this toy collectible tells the real story. Ty Warner's idea was simple: give children a toy that they could purchase with their own money and make sure that buying just one toy is never enough. So, Ty Warner, the owner of Ty Warner Incorporated and later Ty Incorporated, introduced Beanie Babies and achieved success with his low price, small scale stuffed animal toys. The business and marketing strategies for Beanie Babies was savvy, and the Beanie Babies line was unmistakable. So Ty Incorporated used plastic PVC pellets as filler for his toys that felt more lifelike than the traditional stiff toy stuffing. What else did Ty Warner do to spark interest in sales in Beanie Babies? Well, the company cut out the middleman, in this case, parents, and sold directly to the end users. Who were the end users? The kids. They made the toys cheap enough so kids could afford to buy them. Lastly, the company retired certain Beanie Babies without notice, and that created an ongoing buying frenzy for all the Beanie Baby animals, simply based on the fear that a certain Beanie Baby animal would be retired without any warning. So he created like a fear that he's not going to warn you, he's just going to retire them. And so people were like trying to, hoard them, which I guess is a good business strategy. I don't know. Okay, so the original 9 Beanie Babies, I found out, the collectible Beanie Babies were introduced as an American toy show at an American toy show in late 93. The others were released in 94. So the original 9 were released in 93 and then the rest in 94. For collectors, these small scale stuffed animals were expected to be the holy grail of the 90s to the 2000 era toy collecting boom. The original 9 Beanie Baby toys had cute names, attractive colors, cozy materials, and good backstories. The original 9 Beanie Babies, which are still desirable today, are Patty the Platypus, Spot the Dog, Squealer the Pig, Brownie, later called Cubby the Bear, Chocolate the Moose, Pinchers the Lobster, Splash the Killer Whale, Legs the Frog, and Flash the Dolphin. To remain in the ever popular limited edition collecting realm, Ty Incorporated offered only 50 official Beanie Babies to be sold in one calendar year. Certain Beanie Babies were special to collectors, including the original 9 stuffed toys. The genius of the marketing of Beanie Babies was the most Beanie Babies were only sold to small specialty shops and not available in big retail toy stores. This made the toys even more alluring to kids and ultimately to collectors. So today, Beanie Babies do not have the collectible value that they had in the late 90s when it was widely believed that all the Beanie Babies would be unavailable once January 1st, 2000 arrived. This was not the case. Originally costing less than $5 each, Beanie Babies had cutesy names, birthdays, biographies, and poems that accompanied each one. Other collectible toys and dolls like Cabbage Patch Kids and Madame Alexander dolls, to name a few, Beanie Babies revealed a background story of the animal that attracted buyers. This and other aspects of the Beanie Babies line attracted collectors, young and old alike, to the brand. So, what to look for? Serious collectors won't buy Beanie Babies that are not in mint or excellent condition. They may overlook a minor crease in a tag, but everything else has to be in pristine condition in order to get top dollar from collectors when selling your Beanie Babies. Well, while quite different from stiff teddy bears, bears from the Beanie Babies line, in many variations, remain the most desirable today. Of course, these bears are most collectible only following the highly or most collectible, rare, and wildly expensive original 9 Beanie Babies as listed above, which remain the most collectible of all. So all those 9 that I mentioned earlier are the most collectible. Original tags, which is the heart tags, they're shaped like a heart, the swing tags, the locket tags, etc., are important to assessing the value. They also can give clues to the age of your Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies with tags that show slight mistakes or printing errors are sought after for their rarity. The market for Beanie Babies remains volatile with many peaks and valleys. While a rare original Valentino Beanie Babies style 4058 from 1993 sold for $10,000 in 2013, there are many counterfeit and restored toys in the Beanie Babies camp too, so watch out. Authentic first and second generation Beanie Babies that are in mint condition with their original tags still hold their value well, with recent sales records for some prime examples ranging from a few $100s to over $1,000 each. And that's from the first and second generation that are in mint condition. And some special Beanie Babies, like the one honoring Princess Diana, have been said to be worth upwards of $90,000. The problem is there's no comparable sales record to support that sky-high value. No one has paid $90,000 for a Princess Diana Beanie Baby, so it's not worth $90,000. Historical Beanie Babies can be valuable, but previous sales records must exist to confirm their true value. They can be worth a few $1,000s, but not worth nearly $100,000. Want to know the truth value of your Beanie Baby? Well, each Beanie Baby character based on their condition, color, and age is what you will look for. There's more to establishing that value than just blindly believing people who want to inflate the market. So they can just say that this is what they're asking for it, but they do not necessarily get that for it. And plus, there are a lot of scams going on with the Beanie Baby, um, especially on some of the sales sites. They're laundering money through that. So, do you know how to spot a real value in a popular Beanie Baby marketplace? Here are 3 tips that will show you how to identify the real from the fake. You got to learn the lingo. You may have a basket, a plastic tote, or a full box full of Beanie Baby stuffed toys in all shapes and sizes dating back to the 90s in your closet, storage locker, attic, or basement. Yes, I do. I have a tub sitting right here of them. You have heard conflicting reports about their value based on varied information from questionable sources based on colors, names, birth dates, tags, logos, errors, etc. You don't know what to think. Yep, that's me. The first thing to know when evaluating Beanie Babies is the lingo. The heart shaped swing tag or hang tag or ear tag, as they are called, and the fabric tush tag or buttocks tag or butt tag can be found attached to the stuffed toy. So it sounds like there's two tags. Tags were designed and redesigned. For a short period of time, the swing tab served double duty as a gift tag with blank spaces for to and from to be filled out. These tags give information about the origin of the Beanie Baby. Often, the tags show a birth date, a place or places of manufacture, and of course, a name for the darling little collectible. Learn the lingo surrounding Beanie Babies and don't be fooled by the many, many, many imitators. So, the misspellings were common, as were incorrect information on tags, and changes to names or birth dates also occurred with the knowledge of the manufacturer. It is a myth that all of the Beanie Babies with any type of error or misspelling are worth very high values. So, learn the difference between the names of the similar looking Beanie Baby toy animals like Tabasco the bull with all red feet and a very similar bull toy named Snort who looks very much the same but has all white feet. This change took place because the Tabasco name was protected. Um, let's see, was protected by the makers of the Tabasco sauce. So Tabasco, the bull's name was changed to Snort by Thai Incorporated to avoid trademark infringement suits. Counterfeit Beanie Babies began to surface in 97. There were counterfeit Beanie Babies produced, including those based on Squealer the Pig, the Princess Diana Purple Bear to support the Princess Diana Memorial Fund, the Britannia Bears, and others during the late 1990s as the collecting craze was in full swing. Okay, you may have a real or a fake. You don't know what you have. You have to have it checked out by an expert. So there were other lawsuits against Thai Incorporated, the makers of Beanie Baby toys, which impact the collectability of the toys on the market. For instance, Garcia, the tie-dyed bear, he resembled the mascot of the band The Grateful Dead. So the Beanie Baby bear was born on August the 9th, 1995, which was the same date when musician Jerry Garcia died, according to the toy's tag. But Thai Incorporated did not have right to the Garcia name, and the tie-dyed Beanie Baby was retired after a lawsuit was filed against the company by Garcia's family. This notoriety impacted the value and interest in the bear as it did with other Beanie Babies with collectors. So there was a lot of drama around that bear, and that's probably why it might be, have some value to it. So licensed Beanie Babies of the early 2000s were produced in the likeness of Dora the Explorer, SpongeBob SquarePants, Scooby-Doo, Mickey Mouse, and more recently the Paw Patrol and Peppa Pig, and others. So condition is crucial. All right, the condition is very number one crucial. Remember the basics when considering the value of any collectible toy. That's any collectible toy. So condition is always key to the value, but when it comes to Beanie Babies, it is not all that easy to assess the condition of one of the toys. Most people think that the Beanie Babies they have owned since the early 1990s are all in great shape since they only played with them a few times and then stored them away in a plastic tub for years. Well, when it comes to Beanie Babies, collectors are very picky, and they should be, about condition. With Beanie Babies, the condition must be excellent, which means no dirt, stains, losses, tears, intact tags, no writing on the tags, no losses, and most importantly, no settlement of the beans or the interior PVC or PE pellet material stuffed inside each toy or figure, each toy animal or figure. So Beanie Babies are deliberately understuffed. This allows the toys to take on various poses. There is a difference between an understuffed Beanie Baby and one whose pellets have settled on the inside. If you want to see if there has been settlement on your Beanie Baby, then sit the toy upright on a flat surface, like a kitchen table, shelf, or desk. If the head falls to one side or the stomach looks as if there is excess skin, then settlement has occurred, and this is a condition flaw. Most people overlook this type of condition assessment, but truly informed collectors won't miss it. Condition impacts the value of the overall collectible toy. Also, when it comes to assessing condition of a Beanie Baby toy, the hang and tush tags must match each other with the same date, place of origin, and character name. Sometimes the two dates conflict and are not the same, and you will see that the hang tag has one date and the tush tag has another date. And if someone stained or dirtied the stuffed Beanie Baby toy, or if someone wrote on the paper hang tag or tush tag, then that impacts the value of the toy negatively too. So the packaging of the Beanie Babies and the miniature Beanie Baby toys called Teeny Beanies, starting in 1996, are important for those collecting advertising Beanie Baby toys like those offered in McDonald's Happy Meals and those associated with the 1990s and early 2000 movies or major sporting events or sports teams. Some Beanie Baby toys were marketed with licensing deals from pro sports teams, which can impact value of those selected stuffed toys from the late 20th, early 21st centuries. So provenance. The most valuable Beanie Babies, like other collectible toys, must have established background or provenance, which is why Princess Diana Memorial Fund Beanie Babies are valued higher in value than some of the other Beanie Baby stuffed toys. These purple Princess Diana Beanie Babies relate to a major historical figure of the 20th century and to the British royal family. Princess Diana's legacy even touched young people who collected the toys, so that is one reason why the particular Beanie Baby is so coveted and sought after in the market. Others, based on their provenance and popularity, also have significant value, like the 9 original Beanie Babies. See the list of the 9 original Beanie Babies that I mentioned earlier. Some other important Beanie Babies, just to name a few, are Valentino, Millennium Bear, Peace Bear, among many others. If you have some of these popular and highly valued Beanie Babies in your collection, or you're thinking of selling them, be sure to keep like toys together as a group if you can. Also, look for minor differences like various colored noses on the same animal or figure Beanie Baby nuances on printed tags or errors. Appearance or existence of minor accessories like hats, scarves, bows. This information could confirm or deny provenance, so be sure that all the information about that Beanie Baby you're considering for purchase matches the provenance important information. Provenance is also important if you want to sell a particular Beanie Baby for top dollar. Consider this: if you own a Beanie Baby toy with unquestionable provenance and you can prove it belonged to some major 1990s pop icon like Britney Spears or Justin Timberlake, then that Beanie Baby is worth more than one owned by someone who is not famous, but how just came of age who's not famous, but who just came of age during the 90s when the Beanie Baby craze was in full swing. So establishing the background of a Beanie Baby is not easy to do. So be sure to address the other factors that impact value, like condition and origin, when purchasing Beanie Babies for your own collection. So, what that tells me is what I've learned from all of this is that um, the Beanie Babies that I have collected here, I need to watch for ones that have some kind of they stand for something, like one that stands for the army, or one that has something that it means something. It like Princess Diana was, she stood for something. So you look for those, something that has like provenance. It proves something. Also, if it's not in good condition, the tag is tore off or written on, you're not going to get a collector to even want that if they have another one that they could choose from. Not that they wouldn't want it if it's the only one in the world, but make sure when you do pick them up that you're picking the ones up that they have good condition, they're clean, all those good things. And then you could check your tags and see if there's anything on there that looks different, like the date's different on one than it is on the other, or the feet are different colored on one Beanie Baby than it is on the exact other one. That one could be worth something. Also make sure that when you're collecting these, that you keep the collections kind of together. If it's dogs, keep your dogs together. If it's farm animals, keep your farm animals together, or bunny rabbits, keep them together. If there are military ones, keep your Army, Navy, keep those together. If you're out at, say, Goodwill or somewhere, and you see some and they look like they're in sad condition, but they could be provenance, they could mean something, they could stand for something, go ahead and pick it up if it's cheap, because even though the condition is not that great, it's a collector could still be interested in it if it's, there's not very many of them out there. So basically, just what I'm going to do from here on out is just pick up any that I see. As long as they're cheap, I'm just picking them up. I'm going to collect them for a while, and I'm going to keep reading and keep researching, and just like going through a couple of them a week and just looking and see what I can find out about them and go from there. It could be a valuable collection. It may not be. It might just be fun and something to do, and it is cheap. So I won't be looking for any, I won't be the collector looking to collect from people. I will be the one that will just be out there sourcing, finding them, and holding on to them until somebody is interested in them. And when you do find a good collector, say on the Facebook collector pages or groups, you could get a hold of them and see what they're looking for. You don't necessarily have to tell them everything you have or have them look at it, but just say, what are you looking for? What are some of the things that you are looking for, so I know to look out for them for you. And that's a good way to find out if you've got anything of value too, because the collectors will tell you right off if they are having a problem trying to find something. So I hope that information was helpful to y'all, and please have a great, what is this, Wednesday, hump day, and I will see you soon. Thank you, and bye.